coffee that just.
Oh, I know that.
And we're live, folks. Thank you for coming.
Good evening, everyone.
Yep, this is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. We got Cliff from Foxfire Outdoors, Jason from Pest Hunter Outdoors, All Terrain Coffee and Camping from Jason there, AT, and Mandy down there Amanda and Booster. Well, we can't see Booster at the moment, but he's here.
Yeah, he's here.
And hey, Molly.
Ooh,
and hey, Sal.
You got an awesome commercial for your start. I'm actually watching it right now.
Really?
Midway USA.
Oh, cool. Way to go. Probably got a good one.
Yeah.
No commercials on mine.
Unfortunately. Otherwise, I would be doing a lot more outdoor commercials and stuff like that. You know, Sportsman's Warehouse, Bass Pro, you name it. Mostly archery stuff would be awesome, but never can have that. Oh.
You feel better now?
First drink of coffee in 2 days.
Wow.
I've been drinking sodas.
Oh, no. Stay away from the sodas. Go to coffee.
I'm sorry. It just Fritos at McDonald's do not go well with coffee to me. It gives me heartburn.
How did you survive, Colin?
A lot of Pepsi. You know, that's my other sponsor that I would love to have. It's not sponsored by Pepsi.
No, you watch spiders will still get you.
I want to be sponsored by coffee. Like all coffee, every coffee.
Me, I would love to be sponsored by PA. Or even
J2, do you want to sponsor me with coffee?
AGD. I'd be happy with those two. Or even Umarex.
I would be happy with
with coffee if I get to that point.
I would say traditional. Let's see, Three Rivers Archery would be a good one. Hoyt, if they did, their traditional version division.
Hoyt. Hello, Mr. Bible.
It's actually the name of a company. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of different archery companies, but I would love to be sponsored by any one of them.
How's it going, Frontier?
Hey,
Frontier. I know
I like the new logo change.
There it is. Hold on.
That's pretty cool.
Who's got a cat?
I do. Two of them.
You got two.
I know. I just heard.
That was probably either Mac or Ninja. Are they not even in here? Nope, they're not even in here. So it's not mine.
Not mine. I don't own a cat. I own a dog.
Hey, Mike. I got an echo here. Hey, Mike. From me. That was for me. My echo.
Hello, Mike.
I was watching a YouTube movie before we started. I was watching Elvis.
Ugh.
Hey, don't dish this Elvis.
I just did. Sorry.
I had to grab my books. So.
Not sorry.
I've only got 2 of the 3 that I have, unless the other one's on my shelf somewhere.
Yeah. That video did not do so well.
Actually, Jenny did bring me another book that actually it's a really good book too. This one here.
We lost 4 subscribers.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a good book for you guys. The home remedy book. Also, my Field and Stream survival guide.
Oh, and Hike with Mike is on. Oh, I didn't even see that. Well, and again, I just walked in.
I've got this is the one you were talking about right here. That's in my thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually the second one. I think I've had the 3rd edition originally. Now I have the 4th edition. The 3rd edition got stolen, along with a lot of my other gear that I had. But yeah, that's what I'm up to. I know somebody who has the 2nd edition, and people are wondering what's up with the editions. You get some really interesting things when you see different editions of the same book, because some of the wording's different, some of the pictures are different, even some of the articles are completely different. But the setups, but I think it's a really good one. If you don't know much about this book, this is edited by Abigail R. Gearing, and it's let's see who puts it out. Give me a second. It's by Skyhorse Publishing out of New York.
Wow. 10 tonight. Wow.
New York.
Printed in China, folks.
Hey, Rob, how you doing?
Hey, Rob. Okay. Has anybody ever read this book? I know Cliff,
I have not. I have not.
AT, have you ever looked at one?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. This book, literally, it could teach you basically how to set up a homestead from scratch, even to the starting off with Gesundheit,
Where'd you going?
Yeah.
land, buying it and building on it. I mean, it tells you how to buy the property. Gesundheit, or planning your home, preparing your sites.
Does it do it like tell you everything like that you need to know, like from gardens, water,
Yes.
Yes,
everything?
literally, it is A to Z. It's in here.
Okay, well, I may have to borrow that book if that's okay when I get there.
Oh, when
No,
you
no
get here, we'll
problem.
probably buy you
It could
one.
be even better. We buy you your own copy, which would be even better. That way you can keep all the information. But they show you how to lay out you can lay out your property. Cliff, could you help me with this one since you got a copy of this one too?
Yeah, give me just one brief moment to finish this comment here.
Okay.
I'll be
Yes.
back.
I would love to. No need no second book. Yes, I know, Rob. But the thing is, not everybody is you. Plain and simple. Some of us are pretty much rank amateurs when it comes to actual homesteading. I know a little bit of everything, but not enough of everything. So, it even actually, this is really cool.
Excuse me, Rob.
It shows you how to, process your logs and for making shingles. If you want to do shingle, yeah. I have no
Let me
idea.
see if I can find my book real quick in my stack of stuff.
Yeah, you said you had it right at hand.
I have a huge stack. Probably about 10 pounds worth of stuff right here.
Building a log cabin and doing it without nails, using pegs. Here it shows it's here showing you how to put the shingles on. Wooden shingles.
Bushcraft ones.
That's why I have several of these as well.
What books do you have? Do-it-yourself books. Those are good.
These
Well,
are
I used to
very,
have
very,
one of
very handy. But like I said, with the book that he's referring to is, like I said, I have the Dare to Prepare books as well.
Those are good ones.
But if you're just starting out, very fresh, very green, you don't know what to do, believe it or not, go on Amazon and get the official Boy Scout handbook.
I don't have
I don't have one either. I don't have one anymore. But yeah, start out with that book. It's a small book. It's like just under 600 pages. It's not very big. It's just
small book,
very
my
nice.
age.
No, that's a regular book for me.
right.
Okay,
This is
like
one
I'm talking a small book, paperback.
How to make Adobe.
Yeah, but for those, perfect starting book.
Okay. Okay. Put your ankles down. Stop being silly.
You talk about building with stone, building with logs, you name it.
Mhm.
How to put in a well,
No, it's okay.
fireplace design, and
Yeah, this is true. Rob's got it right there. I'm an amateur as well. Best way to learn is to do it. Yes, you got to start somewhere. You're not going to be proficient in it just by reading a book and watching YouTube. You actually got to practice it.
the thing is, if you don't have a book and you haven't seen YouTube and you got to do it for off the fly, you're going to
die.
Yeah, you're going to die. So
You're going to die.
At least if you have a book, you have a start.
Yes.
Because
I found some more books.
If a grid down situation and you haven't downloaded those videos from YouTube or to your phone or whatever, this is the way to go.
Cliff.
Amanda.
Cliffy.
I found more books. Look.
Ooh, look, she found another one. Ooh, Australian medicinal plants.
That's a good one too. She showed me that one.
Would be that's an
No, I
extremely
haven't
handy
showed
one.
you this one. And it's a little bit
Wildflowers of Australia. Ooh, thistle. I love how the author's name is Thistle E. Harris, and thistle grows everywhere in the U.S.
Yeah.
I've used this book so
Yeah.
much.
Especially the one that came from Russia.
Oh yeah, that Russian
Russian thistle, otherwise known as the tumbleweed.
Russian tumbleweed, yes. And
And
very, very flammable, both green
Hey,
and
Jim,
brown.
how you doing? We're
Nature's
doing
Wild.
all kinds of books here.
Compost book. Oh, nice.
I have one of my
Camel.
Foxfire books here somewhere. I just can't remember where I put it. It's here
Oh
somewhere.
yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
best thing is it shows you things like this, how to do like odd raised, like these step style planters, which I have in my set. But I basically cheated. I just used deck stairs, railing frames, or deck stair frames.
Here's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't have that one, surprisingly.
You don't have this one. Wow.
No, I don't do a lot of medicinal herbs because
I can't find that book of mine.
don't have
I
any
got it somewhere.
issues with that stuff due to my dietary needs, or while my dietary
You mean from the bag? From the bag?
There are so many components in these things that basically just keep me alive and kicking, that the bacteria just looks at me and says, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I ain't gonna live long.
Yeah. Well, like they said, cheese making is even in this book. This thing's got recipes on everything. Let's see here. What's a good recipe here? There's grapes. Tells about dealing with horses. I don't own any horses, but
Yeah.
I
It
got
says about, yeah. Thrift
Okay.
books. Yeah. Because you can go on Amazon. You can go any kind of, bookstore or thrift bookstores. You can find them there online. That is, I would probably say your first book should be that one. It
This
will
one?
get you started. No, the Boy Scout Handbook.
Mm,
Remember, it was designed for 10 and 13-year-olds to learn to read and how to do this stuff. That's how it's explained, how it's in the book.
I started off. I got all the way up into Boy Scout.
Mhm.
I read all. I had all the books up prior to that Boy Scout Handbook.
Yeah.
Those is the one you need to start with because they
Yeah.
teach you how to learn how to do this stuff.
Yeah. This book right here.
The Weebelow book, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. But the actual official Boy Scout. It's designed for teenagers to read.
That's teenagers, but I'm talking about the other one. The original ones before that one.
But I'm talking about how easy the directions are in it.
Right. AT, do you have any of those? Any books or anything like that?
Down?
Nothing like that. I just have
What do you
I've got like the Bushcraft 101 book, and then I've got the survival sheets from Creek that I showed you that time. But I don't have anything like the ones like y'all have.
Oh no, you're
Yeah,
okay.
I got one in the middle there.
The Bushcraft 101.
Both have, yeah.
I don't have that.
He's got like 5 of these out now. I got to get the other 2, but the other one is Advanced Bushcraft 101 for like serious stuff. He's got Advanced First Aid, and then another one.
I don't need advanced first aid. I already know it.
Huh?
I already know advanced first aid.
Oh yeah, you're a medic. Not all of us went to the army.
Med school.
So what I'm doing when it comes to the books, I've actually put them on my wish list for my family to be able to buy me for Christmas presents, because a lot of the other stuff that I need where I'm going to use it more often, I just buy it when I need it.
Right.
So I come up with ideas like certain books that I want, and I'm like, I'm going to hold off on buying it because I got so much other stuff going on. It's a good idea for somebody to be able to give me, especially because a lot of those books, I mean, you can get them for $10-15, right? So if my sister, if my niece and her kids wanted to give me something and didn't want to, they don't have a lot of money, that's fine. I don't want a lot of stuff. So a $10 book, here you go, give me this.
Yep.
I actually have a book list on my Amazon wish list, and
that's what I got.
I've got one. It's actually The Lost Ways.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
one.
want to get that one. I want to get that one.
Okay, this may sound a little weird, so bear with me here. It's the Gnome World Handbook. It's an SCA book, but they do a lot of practicing in old school skills for about how to live a medieval style life, which still would be good for a grid down situation.
That would. I
Edible
think we
plant,
might be able to do that one.
edible wild plants for beginners.
That's a good book. I want to read that one.
Yeah. Homemade contrivances and how to make them 1,001 labor-saving devices for farm, garden, dairy, and workshop.
One there for Rob. Rob said you should do a survival trivia night some Tuesday. We actually talked about that one.
We just haven't found a good site to get
And
the topic.
yeah, it's one of those things where it's a very, very, we talked about it as very broad. Not everybody's going to know it. Probably, I mean, how do you know what people are going to know and what is too much information for somebody to know?
Well, we got preppers in here. We've got gardeners. We've got backpackers. We've got archers. We've got a little bit of everybody. We have a hodgepodge.
Yeah, we have a fairly wide variety of
skill
cast
sets
members tonight.
Yeah, but also I got a birthday shout out. Okay, turns 68 today.
Who does?
Godzilla.
No, Godrilla. You want to say it?
Godzilla.
Godrilla.
No, Godzilla. I don't know. I don't speak Japanese, so I can't pronounce it correctly. So I pronounce it in English, so it's Godzilla.
There was a mispronunciation. No, I've been okay. Here's a good one for everybody: The Idiot's Complete Guide to Self-Sufficient Living. Figured that would not.
Hey Timmy, how you doing?
Timmy, how you doing?
Hey Tim, how you doing, brother?
Should also say hi to Nature's Wild as they popped in.
Yeah, I said hi when they came in.
Hi, Nature's Wild.
Doing better.
Yeah, Timmy, if you need a DM, to talk, let us know.
How's the family?
Okay, here's a good one for Cliff: old-time farm and garden devices and how to make them. How's that sound, Cliff?
It sounds like most of those I could probably just look at the picture and figure it out.
Yeah, but the thing is, these got show you how to put them together.
I'm very good at randomly reverse engineering things.
Yeah, but you got to be able to see them first. If these got pictures of stuff you probably didn't think you needed.
I've got a question.
Sure.
What's the single most important thing you need to survive in the world?
Water.
Coffee.
Food, water, or warmth?
Water.
Shelter.
Coffee.
Because
shelter's not on the list.
3 days without water.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Elements will kill you faster.
Go away.
3 weeks without food.
Well, I was joking around saying coffee, but the honest truth is I can actually go probably months without coffee. It's just that everyone else around me is going to die if I don't have coffee.
What is the correct answer? I did find some trivia questions.
Hey, Cookie, how you doing, brother?
Not like
long time
not
no
like
see.
how you do it.
Yeah, but like I said, it depends on the circumstances of where you're lost and how you're lost.
But you did not want to do it.
You're not lost. You just haven't found your way out yet.
Well, she was saying which is the correct answer. My correct answer would be situational.
It's water, one way or the other. Because
it's water, yes.
Yes, it's gonna be water.
It gives you like a question, and then it gives you 3 answers to choose from.
The bright ones, the ugly ones.
I'm going to go with the ugly ones because those are probably going to have the most nutrients.
Okay. Now, I know we got some people who are into beekeeping and stuff like that. The Back to Basics books actually does have a section on beekeeping.
Mm-hmm.
And also, on that note, it also has a section on making mead from said honey, from beekeeping. So there's recipes for pretty much everything into one form or another.
Hey, Evan.
Evan.
Hi, Evan. Hey, you know what? I might have to save this website. I think I like this.
Okay.
It's probably gonna be expensive as hell, but
We
Excuse me,
found something on the
expensive
curb just around the corner. Is anybody interested in an old school sewing machine?
No, because I don't want to
Console.
deal with the. I don't
Console
know.
sewing machine with a that pops up out and it fits up and whatever. There's one
Yeah.
on the
Really?
curb just around the corner.
Is
I
it
got
a
it.
sewing table or is it the
Sewing
machine or both?
Sewing machine with the pedal and that kind of thing. The old
Oh.
electric.
Okay, the old pedal ones.
Yeah.
I got an
Um,
old sewing
Not
machine.
the
It's
pedal
on my
ones. The pedal
mom.
ones would be
Sure.
amazing. You can't find those. But this one is electric. It's an old school electric. I think it's a Singer. I have to look. But it's
That'd
sitting
be
on the
cool.
curb right now. Molly says you have one.
What? A sewing machine?
A sewing machine.
Yeah. No. Like I said, the problem is once a machine goes out of timing, you need to take it to a professional to have it taken care of. I mean, what are the odds that old machine is actually out of timing?
I wouldn't know because my grandmother had the old treadle style.
Yeah.
Well, most of those older machines,
Oh.
they didn't use
Oh.
belts. They actually used
Oh,
chain.
that's
So those
funny as hell.
older, like 1940s, 1950s, like adorned, flower adorned that usually had like the little brass tacks on there for like the label.
Yeah.
That had that big old cast iron handle on the back thing. They used chain on most of those, or they used a toothed belt. It's almost impossible to get those things out of timing.
Well, no, the ones that I grew up with, they actually started off with a leather belt
Hey, Jeff.
that was stitched together, and then my grandmother upgraded to a rubberized belt.
All right, Mandy, I want to see if you get that meme I just sent
Hey,
you.
Jeff.
Okay, I'm looking at it now.
Hey,
And
Jeff.
it says attachment unavailable.
Oh, I'm being blocked. Damn.
From what?
Certain links you can and cannot send through text message through certain
Yeah.
states.
No,
countries.
this is through Facebook.
You
It's
may not
probably
have
got a
permission
restriction on
to
it.
share it.
What's
Yeah.
the website?
Can
No,
you take
it's
a screenshot of it and send it to me?
I could probably do that.
That might work.
Yeah, I sent one to Colin and one to Jason.
Okay, give me a second. I have to get over to my.
I'm not going to show it on here because some people might find it offensive, but I think 99.9% of us will die laughing.
But you didn't send it to me. You suck.
I don't see you on my list here.
Unavailable, dude.
Oh, I don't have Facebook. That's why.
Yeah.
No, send it to me on Instagram.
I will do what I can.
I was about to say, if Facebook's blocking it, Instagram probably will too, considering it owned by the same company.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you just type it out and put it in the chat?
No, there's a picture that goes with it.
Oh, what's the
That's
picture
the
about?
funny meme about it.
Oh, then don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. No. I can describe it. It is
Okay.
a pink hammer. Okay.
Pink hammer. Okay.
Pink hammer. And it's quoted, "Get your Pelosi hammers, just $29.99."
Oh, okay. That's a political thing. I wouldn't really want it on here anyway.
Yeah. But yeah. Due to the incident that just happened a week ago, it's a meme. It's a funny.
So I do got to prune those stupid bushes.
Is this you?
What?
Is that you?
Who?
Me?
You. Him.
Me?
Jason.
Which Jason?
You.
No.
Looks like you.
That looks
No.
like him.
What are you doing in a one horse open sleigh? Please don't think you're Santa Claus in the off season.
Yeah, giving the kids toys. I don't know.
Because it
Might have
looked
been
like
day I
you.
was drinking heavy. I look
He
like
was
a lot.
killing them Arctic mice.
I'm gonna be using the horses. I'll be using reindeer.
Oh, here we go.
Why
They
do they
probably
call
taste
them
better.
reindeer when they don't make
The
rain?
grilled cheese challenge is starting next week, guys.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
forget. It starts on Jason's channel,
Okay, we can do that.
right over there, on Wednesday.
Okay.
Cliff,
Next
have a
Wednesday,
question.
it's your day.
News to me.
I have an answer.
News to me, but I'll do it.
We were talking about this last week.
We didn't know when we were gonna do it yet, but yeah.
No, we figured out dates, but I don't think Jason was there.
Okay. Well, we have to do it next week because the weekend. Wait, no, not next week. It's the week after next.
Yeah, next
You mean the
week. isn't it?
Thanksgiving weekend? The
No,
Thanksgiving
it's the
week?
week after. The week
The week
after.
before Thanksgiving.
The week before. Okay.
Yeah, it was the
Gotcha.
17th through the 24th, or 17th through the 19th, or whatever.
Yeah. The only day
Yeah.
we're not doing anything is a Friday, but because we don't have anybody on Friday. Unless anybody
Not
wants to
yet.
volunteer to be on a Friday.
Jason.
AT, are you free on a Friday?
No,
18th
especially
is
not
Friday.
that one. That's my daughter's birthday. That whole week,
and
my daughter's
that was
birthday.
definitely no.
Oh.
A no.
Happy birthday for your daughter for Friday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
We
She's
can
turning.
make grilled cheese in her honor.
I'm pretty sure she would kill me if I gave her grilled cheese for her birthday.
No, no, no.
Actually,
Yeah.
We would grill grilled cheese in her name and say, "Hey, this is for you," and announce her name on YouTube
Okay.
and all that stuff.
I got it saved on my calendar.
Okay, so the 16th. So whatever it is, what's the date? So give me a second. I'll double check it and verify.
Yeah, like I said.
Okay, 16th is the first day of the grilled cheese
Yeah.
challenge.
Well, I put it on a Monday to remind me, not at the last minute.
17th is when I'm going to be doing it, and we're going to
Uh-huh.
finish up on the 19th with Cliff.
Good night, Nature's Wild Playground.
Thank you for coming.
Later,
Really
Roger.
appreciate you for being here. Wish you could stay longer.
Have a
No,
good
the
night.
reason I was saying that because I got the recipe for making cheeses.
Mm.
From
I ran
cheddar
across
cheese,
a
Colby
thing over here
cheese,
for dimensions for planting specific
Johnson brick
grains.
cheese. So there you go.
Cliff,
Amanda,
an insect diet can actually save your life by providing you with which of these much needed bodily resources of energy? Protein,
Proteins.
carbohydrates, or fat?
proteins.
Proteins.
Fat.
Well, it's proteins and fats because depends on the bugs you eat. But yeah, the majority of it's going to be like 97% protein.
I say fat.
Protein's correct.
Ah, I was wrong.
No, yeah, so this is going to be gross, but this is an actual fact. Cockroach milk is like 97% more rich in calcium than actual cow's milk. But we're not sitting here milking cockroaches for a goddamn cup of milk.
That'd be like 1 million cockroaches.
Yeah.
You get more milk
Which
from a badger.
symptom determines if you are experiencing severe dehydration? Dry mouth, rapid heartbeat, vomiting, and diarrhea.
Dry mouth.
Say that again.
My mouth.
Well, I don't know, what was the question?
Which
Signs
symptom
of dehydration.
determines if you are experiencing severe dehydration?
Okay.
Oh, severe dehydration. All of them.
No,
I
you're
can
not
only
going to be able
pick
to.
one.
No, I didn't hear everybody's talking, so I'm having trouble hearing the answers. Please give it.
Dry
to me.
mouth, rapid heartbeat, or vomiting and diarrhea. I can only pick one, Rob. Hey, JJ.
Technically, all three. Hi, JJ.
Yes,
I
you
would
did.
say number
Neil.
3, C. The last one.
Okay, dry mouth and rapid heartbeat is a sign of moderate dehydration. Vomiting and
Yeah, that's
diarrhea
easy.
is a strong indication for severe
Right, drops.
dehydration.
I knew that one.
Hey, Drops, how's it going?
I just
Hey,
couldn't hear.
Drops.
Hey, Drops. Hey, John. How you doing?
Hey, Drops, you done?
Okay, we were that's bread making.
Yeah, the one
Using the simple snare,
just
how
trying to pop
should
this
you
through,
measure
Colan.
the size of the noose?
What?
Using a simple snare, how should you measure the size of the noose?
It depends
Double
on
the
cord you're
size of
trying
the
to-
animal foot, the size of the animal's head, 1.5 times the size of the animal's head.
It's usually just slightly bigger
8
than the
inches.
animal's head, but usually
Typically
about
8
6
inches.
1.5 times the size of the head.
And again, 8 inches off the ground.
It also depends on what you're hunting, though, because if you're doing squirrel,
Yeah.
you want that thing about 3-4 inches because those suckers
Yeah.
run straight up across, like real low.
Yeah, but legally,
It's
you gotta
not
watch
about
the legalities.
legalities or anything like
Yeah.
that. It's just if you're
It's
in a
survival.
survival
Yeah.
situation.
In a survival, there's no
It would
law.
be rabbit. It would be a fist, about a fist high off the ground.
So would you say 1.5 times the size of the animal's head?
That's what
Yeah,
I said.
about that for the rabbit. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rabbit, squirrel, fox.
rabbit would probably be the easiest. Squirrels are too smart.
Yeah, squirrels you can't
Okay.
do on the ground. You have to do like a board at like a 45-degree angle, and then put the snare on that because they like running up angles for some reason.
Yep.
Squirrels. Oh yeah, 45-degree angles. That's why I was saying you get a 6-foot piece of 2x4, and you can put your traps on there and lean it up against a tree, and they will
Okay,
run
the
up
answer
that
was
board.
1.5 times the size of the animal's head.
Yeah.
So what book are you reading out of there, Mandy?
It just says it's just a ultimate survival,
How stuff works?
how stuff works thing.
Okay.
I've got a few questions wrong.
That would have been great for our trivia thing on
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, we need to save some of that.
Save some of those
Well,
questions for
Okay, well, there's still a few, so I won't ask anymore.
Okay. Now on the books that you have, I like the Creek's little pamphlet book that AT's got because there's a lot of cool information in that most people didn't get unless you buy his book or something like that. But I don't know, has he put out a book yet, or just his little pamphlet book? Creek.
He's got a bunch of different books. He's got a bunch of different little like survival guides.
Mm-hmm.
I've got most of those as a digital copy, but I do have a few of them as the hard copy. But a lot of the ones that he's got a lot of field guides, but he's got a lot of big books as well. A lot of paperback books,
Mm-hmm.
and books you can also get up through Amazon from him as well. He's got quite a bit out there.
Okay. One thing I forgot to mention.
Everything from wilderness survival even to like city survival.
Okay. PDF books. Does anybody have any access to PDF books? I have some. I know where most of the Foxfire books are, 1 through 6 at least. If anybody's interested.
I sent you a link, Colin.
Okay, thank you.
Well, one's a picture. I didn't mean to send you. The other one's the link.
I got it. Thank you.
Rob,
Yeah.
what's red and
Drop
smells
that.
like blue paint? Blue paint dyed red. Come on.
But it gives you different categories to choose from.
That's cool. But well, like I was saying, thanks to what AT said about PDF files. If anybody needs them and they have them, please share them. I think I have sent you a few PDF files, Cliff, in the past.
Yeah, I still have the Foxfires on PDF that you sent me.
I got books 1 through 6 on PDF, which I sent to Cliff. If anybody wants those links, let me know. I can send them to you. That way you can download them to your computer or whatever. They got some really good information. It is mostly for the Appalachians area, but they should pretty much be usable around the world.
So apparently you skin a rabbit the same way, or you gut a rabbit the same way you gut a fish.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
You can just squeeze them and squeeze it all out.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the diagram here. It's basically you cut from like the bottom where the pieces are, and then you just kind of cut up the skin and then peel it, and then the same way with the innards, you just cut from the midsection up and then clean it out that way.
Mm-hmm.
What page are you on, Cliff?
213. I'm kind of going back and forth because I was looking at where'd it go? Like 2 pages over.
I already know how to do that one because I did that one earlier this year.
Yeah, I was looking at the main one. I was looking at is raising grain for either food consumption or storage.
Oh, by the way,
stuff, you have to have a ton of space to grow this stuff.
okay, this one right here, Jenny already knows how to do all this.
Yeah, those are easy to make.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, that her family grew rabbits for food.
Yeah. They're not the easiest things to grow for food, but yeah, you can grow them. They go through a lot of materials, though.
Yeah, that's what Jenny said.
No, I got them all free range here.
Yeah, but she grew them in Texas.
Yeah.
Well, it's not illegal to trap or capture rabbits if they're free range, as far as I know, Jason. So
Yeah, I know.
You know, grab a couple of them and start breeding them in the backyard.
They already are.
No,
see?
you can keep them where you can get to them, not having to hunt them down.
No, they're always trying to get into my garden.
Then you can start collecting their manure for fertilizer.
Yeah.
It does make excellent fertilizer.
That's what Jenny says. She makes
No,
good fertilizer.
It
It's
makes
high in nitrates.
no. What you can also do is you let it sit for a year, let it dry out, throw it through a chipper shredder. You know, like the cheap
Sunday.
ones you get from like Harbor Freight. Break it all up, and then you can also use it as a filler for soil because it's just organic material.
Yeah, it's just dried grasses.
I have
and leaves and
a
berries.
suggestion for Mandy. Next time she's getting ready to sneeze, cover your mic.
I tried.
Mute woman.
No,
See, that's why I have
if I have
this
to deal with sneezing
do this
daycare.
almost
Yes, I
night.
can.
You mentioned that before, Rob, about your wife family raising rabbits. So your wife and my wife would have something in common.
No, my mom used to raise rabbits when we were kids.
Huh?
My mom used to raise rabbits when we were kids. We didn't like eating them.
Oh, we loved eating rabbits. We hunted for rabbits all the time. It was the cheapy, easy way of getting food for the table.
Actually,
yeah.
to be honest, I've never actually eaten rabbit.
I have.
It's
can
I need to try new recipes. My mom just cooked them old school,
Okay.
like from like 60s type early 70s type recipes that were from the cookbook.
Yeah, skin it, cook it, or skin it, gut it, and then stick it in with some potatoes and vegetables and stew it.
Yeah. Well, she tried to serve it to us like chicken, and I don't think that was the key.
No, it depends on how you do it. You can fry it up but
Yeah.
Jenny knows a lot of recipes because that's what she grew up with. So any of those type of questions, I defer to my wife. He's the one that knows how to do that.
Now, Ted Bear from Ted's Holdover, he did a video a number of years back on how to cook rabbit. He brined it for a few days, and he wrapped it up in bacon and baked it.
Well, thing is,
So
you're
to
in a
hold the
rabbit
moisture.
situation, you don't have that kind of luxury of doing that.
I do. There's bacon all over the place here.
Well, no, I
Only
think
if
you meant
you
like
get to it.
time constraints. If you're in a survival situation, you don't have 4 days to brine a rabbit and then cook it.
Yeah.
Because by day 2, you're already going to be hungry AF.
Oh no. Yeah. You just. Well, no. When you're hungry, you eat anything.
I will not. I've gone like 3 days without eating, and I still refuse to eat fish. I will starve to death before I eat fish.
I'll eat fish like a fat kid on cake.
I'll eat fish right away.
I won't. The only
love
way I'm
fish.
eating fish is if I'm stranded alone on an island in the middle of the dang ocean.
The one
I'll
I
probably
won't do is
eat those.
I won't do bugs. I'm not going to get that bad. Trust
I'd
me.
rather eat bark than bugs.
Yeah.
Now it's really funny in here as I'm looking at this. They got a chimney style for a fireplace that's similar to the old Russian cooking stoves.
Yeah. What page?
That is 104. This actually shows you, and then 105 actually shows you how to make one of those old school bellows.
I've got one. Actually, no, I got two.
You just need to make those. You need a really good couple of pieces of leather.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually got one or two of these already. I just keep around the house.
Actually, faux leather works pretty good too.
Well, you can use any material.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
pliable. Yeah.
not all material. You can probably use like nylon, but you're not going to be using canvas because canvas is going to let too much air out unless it's waxed canvas. That might work.
Yeah, you can wax any material and it'll be good enough for what you need.
I would definitely not recommend doing that out of wool.
Still can be done, not likely to work.
It can be done. Well, you can make it out of the material, but the efficiency is going to be down the toilet.
Right. But nowadays, I mean, you wouldn't have to worry about getting back to that point. I mean, literally, if you are in a grid down situation, you could probably, if you have the batteries, mind you, you can pick up any mattress, self-inflating mattress, pump that takes 2 D-cell batteries. That thing would work just as well or better
Oh yeah. Well, that's also why they made these things.
Pocket bellows, yeah.
I can't
And
get
also,
a
you could also use any antenna that does the same thing and just snap it off.
Well, yeah, that's only if you have a car made basically before like 2000, because they don't have those extending antennas anymore on most cars. Majority
Cliff,
of them are just it's a solid piece of steel that goes straight up. But
Cliff.
yeah, but do you really want to destroy the antenna off of your emergency radio to get a fire start?
No.
If it gets to a point where you are freezing and you're trying to get a fire going, you might be able to remove it somehow and make it still work. But I don't know. I don't know, honestly.
Me personally, I'm not going to destroy the only thing that may or may not give me any warning or indication of whether or not there's going to be an ice storm, rainstorm, or a lightning storm coming my way.
Yeah,
Just to
a
get a
boombox
fire
antenna
started.
would work, Rob. It's basically what we're talking about.
Yeah. Hey,
The
Meow,
only-
how's it going?
Yo, how you doing?
Plant reeds will work. You can use cattails, things like bamboo.
Mhm.
The only problem is with bamboo is because it's sectional. You
You
have
gotta
to find
pop
a way
the
to
membranes
drill
out.
out the membrane in between.
You can use electrical conduit, PVC, but I wouldn't use PVC too close to the fire. But electrical conduit works really well.
You're talking about EMT, not the Schedule 40.
No clue what you're talking about.
Basically, gray pipe versus white pipe.
No. Well, yeah, you use the metal pipe conduit.
Yeah, the metal stuff, electrical
Yeah.
conduit. Actually, let's see, what was the one thing I saw?
If you have it, a straw will work too. If you have one of those metal straws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Or
then you
broken
don't get
fishing
that
pole.
close.
Or a broken fishing pole.
That too.
Speaking of which, Ian's got a broken fishing pole.
Yeah.
I still, though, personally, I don't think I want to stick my mouth on the broken end of the fishing pole because that's fiberglass. And I
Well,
do
you can
not
dip it
want
in wax.
fiberglass splinters in my lips.
Or you can
That would
melt
hurt.
it first, or if you can, if you have some way of doing that. Or you could grind it down on a rock or something.
You're better off if you happen to have like a small tooth saw or like a file, say like off of like a Leatherman. I would just cut the end off. Just be really slow and methodical about it. It takes you 20 minutes to cut it. At least that way you're not getting fiberglass splinters in your lips.
Right.
You can also
So-
cover it with a cloth too.
That's true. Wrap
But-
it in tape and then cut it.
Okay, so we're talking about different ways of making a bellows of various types, and in emergency situations, what you would actually have to use. So I'm not sure what else you could try for making a pocket bellows.
Beans.
Beans.
Beans,
Yeah.
Jason? Really beans?
So that was Chris' comment about using like a saw on a Leatherman.
Yeah.
Maybe depends on the type of Leatherman you have, but I'm not sure if this would actually be good doing on a fishing pole.
That's why
Right?
you got to go slow. You don't want to really put any weight to it. You just want to kind of like scrape it across, almost like you're trying to file it.
If you have a file, some
this
files
one-
have little serrated edges.
This one does have one of the strap cutting type blades. That might work.
Yeah.
I'd probably go with the flesh cut saw and just go really slow.
All terrain, if anything, your best
Or a
bet
file.
would probably be to use your file because that
The
file is
file.
going to have 3 edges. You're going to have your rough side, your flat side, and then one edge is going to have like a little bit of serration on it for the file edge. I would recommend just using that.
Well, what I'm going to do is if I've got a fishing pole, even if it breaks, I'm not going to whine about the fact that I'm not eating fish, and I'm going to fix my fishing pole to go fishing with, and then I'll just blow in the damn fire to get it going.
Yeah. Well, there's also the 4-finger method. You just basically make a little square and blow, and it directs it pretty much right where you need it to go.
There's a file for
There you
you
go.
guys.
Yep.
Flat file.
I use
Yeah,
this for shaping my broadheads for my
But
arrows.
the edge of there's always on those things, regardless. Even on my Leatherman, it has 3 sides on that file. You've got your rough side, your slightly smooth side,
Aggressive.
and then on one of the spines you have your ridges on that side.
Hmm.
Yeah,
See,
right
that's
here.
a short file.
Oh, perfect. Broken aluminum arrows or carbon arrows.
The aluminum, because I have aluminum.
Yeah, those aluminum arrows would work for a bellows.
I got
Yeah,
lots
yeah.
of those.
Marcus, I love you, bud, but what are you doing?
Yeah, at least with aluminum arrows, you can heat up the ends, and you can pop the knockoff, and you can pop the part that you screw in your broadhead end,
The
and you got a tube.
Insert.
The
Oh,
insert.
yeah, insert.
You got to talk to the guy who knows.
Eh.
But I've got my quivers like right over there.
Metal
Only
pin
thing
works
I can't
good
really
too.
do
Yeah.
that with is a fishing arrow, which solid fiberglass fishing arrows. You can't do that with.
No, they're solid.
Well, yeah, the solid fiberglass rods, yeah, but I'd rather use a fiberglass rod in conjunction with like a tree branch. Just kind of notch out a little section in the branch and use that for stability and make a fishing rod.
For those people who if the grid down situation happens and you're out there making a video,
Yeah.
right here,
Yeah, the tubes of your
Tripod.
tripod.
and it's already you can already extend them so that way you don't have to get close to the fire.
You
just
get
gotta
your
take off
collapse.
the feet.
That's
And
true.
then you got a collapsible spear.
Yeah.
I don't know how well that would work on it as a spear. Well, I guess it depends on what you're going for. If you're going for fish, it might work, but I would not try to recommend that on like anything larger than maybe a rabbit.
No.
Yeah,
Again,
I mean, even rats or something like that would be
The sharp-
tough with it because
sharp
their
edge.
skin's tough.
all you need. It's still intimidating to somebody who's attacking you that doesn't have anything.
I just happen to be looking at my tripod and
Yeah.
realizing they're hollow. That's why they're light. As long as you use the metal ones, not the carbon fiber ones.
Yeah.
That's why I got all kinds of random survival cards with like spearheads, and I mean, if anything else, you can just make a spear out of a random can or something.
Well, At, you had some stuff about some coffee in a grid down situation, possibly. What do you have? Let's hear it.
What? No. Sorry. Say that again.
Okay, in a grid down situation, you need to make coffee. What do?
Make my damn coffee because I'm gonna have everything I need for coffee no matter where I'm at.
I
gonna
understand
have
this.
What is that?
Give us
What is that?
Give us something. Show us something.
Oh, like
So I don't care. Show us something. Something.
Okay, if we have no power and people are limited to what they have, what is your best suggestion?
Your go-to.
You go to grab and run.
the go-to easiest, and for me, because I'm always gonna have stuff like this in my bag. So I'm gonna have some sort of stove. My jet bowl I keep in my little grab and go bag.
I got one of those too in my car. It stays with me all
I
the
do
time.
not own a jet boil. Hey, Tiny, how you doing? You're not late. You're good.
But it's just any type of camping backpacking stove that you can fit in a bag will work. I keep both of those, the can and the jet bowl, in my haversack at all times. And then I normally have one or two brewing methods. I love this one. It's just you use a paper filter. But I love this one because it's flat packs.
Oh, okay.
Is that the titanium trifold for the coffee filters?
I gotta find my
This
phone.
this one's actually made out of aluminum.
Oh, okay.
And they actually customized it with my channel name on it.
Nice.
But yeah, so this one,
Here, let me blow you up a little bit here.
giggity. So this one in a flat pack, and I actually send it with a bag, and I also keep filters in that bag. It's only out right now because I was literally taking everything down, cleaning it down, and filling stuff back up. So these filters will actually fit in the bag perfectly. Like I said, typically this bag is ready to go, and it just goes in this back section right here. If you can see that.
Yep.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
So
What could you use for filters if you ran out of filters?
That would definitely fit.
Cloth, shirt.
yeah, some type of cloth. If you have a cheesecloth or any type of
Your
Random
socks.
will work too.
cloth like this with me.
Napkin.
this
You have
would work.
a washcloth? Random washcloth? Noise.
Now,
Your socks, if you actually had no choice, if they're
yeah,
clean.
socks work. And a lot
Makes
of
your
times,
feet smell like coffee.
If you drink the coffee grounds, you get nice fiber.
and then I'm also going to have some sort of, and really, if I'm going out where I think I'm most likely to be out in the woods, I'll probably put more of a burning type bottle in here. But usually I just keep this one there when it's in my car with my water in it. So that's my water source right there. But really, you'd be better off for a prepping mind frame of having more of your bottle canteen.
Yeah.
That will fit in here perfectly.
Yeah, you want your single wall, not your double wall.
Right.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
And matter of fact, this particular bag, I had this made, and it's actually on the table. Matter of fact, it's right there. I had this particular pouch made so I can stick my Grail GeoPress in it. That way I can actually take my water purification system, which is that's a purifier and just not a filter.
All right.
So that in
Yeah.
the bag.
Do you
Can
have
you
the
give us a
interchangeable
closer look at
filters
that,
for the
please?
GeoPress?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jenny found me
Maybe-
something on Wish. Can I show you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a second here.
Oh yeah, the little Japanese stove from
Butane one, I think.
Yeah, I think either Luke did a review on that one or it was a Crazy Russian Hacker.
Probably
a while
both.
back.
Anybody recognize that sound?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, it sounds like a coffee press.
Oh, it's even better.
What is it? Show us.
Stanley,
Good
that's it.
old faithful.
I got 2 of those.
Oh yeah,
Actually, I got 3 of those.
and
You
can't
can make
go wrong with
coffee
those things.
anywhere. Yeah, you cannot go wrong with these.
You can if you lose the center part.
Actually, no. You can
just
just
make
literally
Subway coffee.
boil your coffee grounds for 10 minutes. Set it off the side. Add about half a cup to a cup of cold water. It settles all the coffee grounds down to the bottom and pour easily.
Okay, they're talking about transias and stuff like that, so I'm going to have to start bringing out my little stoves.
But yeah, like I said, this is probably one of your best grid down things you're ever going to have right here.
That's not something I wanted to see.
What? Oh, you're looking at something else.
No, I'm looking
Yeah.
over here. I just came across a page that's all shows you the flow of solar radiation in areas.
Mhm.
Yep, this is why you don't go around in these states over here without shirts on, because you will fry like a raisin in the freaking oven. Zone
Even
3,
in the
high
winter.
Fry
solar
like a
radiation.
raisin anyway.
No, even in the wintertime, the sun will
Oh,
still
yeah.
get you in the
Oh yeah,
southwest.
you'll fry out here.
Oh, yeah.
You've
Even
got
on a cloudy day, you will burn.
most
Mhm.
of
Yeah.
Utah, most of Arizona, all of Arizona, Utah, Nevada,
In Southern Cal.
like the bottom southern corner of Colorado, all of New Mexico, and like the west half of freaking Texas, just up past the Panhandle, all the way across to the square. That's
You
all
understand it?
zone 3 radiation, like high
Mhm.
solar radiation.
What was that
This
That's-
is
again?
why you don't come out here with the here. So right here, the dark blue I can't see on my screen. So this
Oh,
dark
okay.
blue section right here.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That is all high solar radiation. You do not want to be in those areas without like long sleeves during the mid of summer.
And
or
large
out
brim
there
hat.
without sunscreen of any
Okay.
sort.
Check this out.
Hey, look who just popped in, Bruno.
Hey, Bruno.
Bruno.
We were just
By the
talking
way,
about you guys
folks,
yesterday.
I do
Hi,
need
Bruno.
you guys to do something for me. Bruno's
Yes.
mom is in the hospital.
Oh no.
Best wishes, please.
Best wishes.
Yeah, she's been not doing well. She's actually at the local hospital here in Newton. So yeah, she's not doing well at all. But she's Nancy is her name. She is an amazing woman. Feisty as all get out. When she's
And
Usually the best ones.
just to make a comment towards what Tiny was saying, and Lori, I don't know if that was in regards to the big jet bowl that I had. But
for
yeah, I do
preparation.
also have some smaller like alcohol stoves, like transias, like he's got there. The reason I actually keep that jet bowl in that particular bag is it's when the jet bowl is all together, you don't see the flame the same way, and people are less likely to freak out when I'm in a parking lot in the trunk of my car boiling water because they don't really see the flame.
You
So
really don't.
I use that one for stealth reasons.
right.
That way, when you're out and about, especially if there's a policeman close by, they don't even like think twice. They don't look at it until they start seeing steam coming out the back of my car. By that time, I've already got the jet boil off. It's just over to the side. And they're going, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm brewing coffee. You want a cup? And they're like, are you really brewing coffee? I'm like, yeah, I am.
See what I got here, AT?
There you go. Yep.
Yep.
This is a MSR kettle.
That's what I thought. That's actually before that's not their Titan kettle. That's their, what do they call that one?
This is the stainless steel version.
Yeah.
I got this and a whole bunch of in my good part of my kit for $7 at a secondhand store. It's one of my best finds ever.
AT, do you have a secondary canister for your jet boil?
Yes, I've actually got like 4 or 5 of them knocking around at all times.
Sterno works. My Sterno. Most of the people here know what I use my Sterno.
Give me a second. I'll go grab my jet boil.
Ooh,
Everything
nice.
I need is like right here within draft, with the exception of the Tootsie Rolls, which I'm eating right now because they're good.
I need my quiz.
You've been eating Tootsie Rolls for the last week.
I'll get you a tube of Tootsie Rolls to put in your box for you. That was not meant to be offensive, but just Tootsie Rolls are amazing.
You tell me every time.
You never had a Tootsie Roll,
No,
Mandy? Really?
no.
They don't exist.
It's the closest I can say. It's chocolate taffy. It's the closest I can really, or a cocoa toffee.
Check out this stove. AT.
Gee,
I'm gonna go intermission here. I will take my phone with me and I can follow in the chat.
I miss you already.
Oh,
We love you. You think I'm exaggerating? I'm not.
All right.
This is one of my favorite stoves, AT. It goes, yes, it is a Sterno stove, but I don't use it for Sterno. I use it for my Trangia. You can use it for sticks. You got multiple ways you can use this thing. And this is the old school one, not the new fancy ones they got now.
Yeah, so this is my go bag. Technically, it's a bike bag, but I got this thing like jam packed full of stuff.
How much does it weigh?
Probably about 5 or 6 pounds.
Mine is about 40.
Well, this is just what stays in my car, along with my haversack that I have some other stuff. But
Well, that's what I carry with me every day, wherever I go.
I've got the slightly larger jet boil, and then I have
Yeah.
an extra canister.
That's the Flash, right?
Yeah, this is the Flash.
Yeah. Yeah, those are nice.
I've also got the canister that goes in it. So I have 2 canisters just in case. If there's a prolonged situation, I at least don't have to go into town to buy another canister. It all sits in here. I've got a sleeping bag, sleeping pad, sleeping pillow. I have
I don't have a sleeping
windbreaker,
bag in here.
some tent stakes, and about 200 feet of cordage.
Yeah, that weighs more than 5 pounds.
Oh yeah, this thing easily weighs 5 or 6 pounds.
My
Yeah, I
bag
said
is
it's
about
a lot
40.
more.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
my bag is what I carry every day. Literally, I bring it to and from work, and when I have to walk from work to the library, it's on my back. And I've been trying to. Thing is, you got to get used to carrying it. If you don't,
What's really fun is I got these on there too.
Nice.
Little alligator clamps. I got 2 of them on there just in case I have to.
those are the ones that screw down tight, right?
Yeah.
So believe it or not, on one of my go bags, take a wild guess at what I have on the outside on the Molly webbing straps.
Extra
Hatchet.
coffee.
Nope. Hair clips.
I keep a lot of hair ties due to my hair being braided.
So
Yeah,
with
I
the
have
hair
hair
clips,
ties.
with the hair clips, just like the standard, usually they're like black colored.
You mean
Just
the
a
hair
little-
pins?
Ones that pop in and out. Not a hairpin, the hair clip.
Oh yeah. Those the weird ones. It's got like the weird lip that goes like this, but then it's got the wiggle in the middle, and they kind of snap and they pop open like.
They call them hair pins or something like that, or don't they?
No, just called hair clips.
I've also got
So I
this in
just
my
call them hair
bag
clips.
too. All terrain.
What's
My
that?
little Sawyer Mini.
Nice,
I
nice.
keep this in there at all times.
What is it?
I don't have
Sawyer
little,
Mini?
one like that.
It's a water
I
filter.
don't think I've ever told
Oh,
AT what I carry in mine.
Well, I don't have them on this bag. They're in my other bag that's actually, I think, actually in my car right now.
AT.
But the reason I keep getting nice catted and Jep,
I need to get some new hoses for it.
but the reason why I keep the hair clips that I'm talking about is you can break it right down the middle, and you can actually use it to shim handcuffs with. So
Yep.
if you got handcuffed, and a lot of times if I think I'm gonna be in a situation where I have to worry about it, you can take one of those and clip it like on your belt loop in the back or on your belt and slide it under your belt loop so it's kind of incognito. And you just break it real quick and you can shim your way right out of it. If you ever think you're gonna be in that situation, get yourself some handcuffs and practice shimming. But when you're doing that, make sure you got the keys close by and only put it on one hand at a time.
Yeah, because if you got on both, then you're in a real life situation.
Yeah,
Now,
and
that's
never
the
practice with
tip.
it behind your back for now. Start out small. But that being said, I also can pull out, if I've got this bag with me, or if I put this in another bag, I can bring out this bad mama jammer right here. See, now y'all starting to see the other life that I live.
As a lockpick.
Oh yeah, mini lock picks. What is that? You got single rake, 5 rake, then you've got the
Where's your church key, AT?
It is not in this particular one, that's for sure.
You need a church key.
I've got that
Oh,
in my I got mine in my go bag or my haversack stays in there.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure if
I've-
everybody knows. Okay, if those in the
Other
chat
bag.
know what a church key is, please put a 1 in the chat.
no,
I know
These are
you
my
don't have one at the moment, Mandy, but
I
yours.
don't even know what they're for.
You got one of these in there too, Jason?
Not in this bag. I do have that in my go bag.
Here is what a church key is.
Huh? Look, I mean, even in this bag, I got a bag of. Look, I got coffee in this bag too.
Okay,
Coffee everywhere.
Jason,
Yeah,
church key.
4-way.
yeah. No, I put it in my other bag.
Yes, that is correct. Meow. It's a silcock.
Yeah, but the thing is, some people don't like saying that word. They use church key instead.
You got your 3 varieties. It's either silcock, church key, or 4-way.
Well, the thing is, I paid $1 for this at a flea market, and it is a lifesaver.
Okay, so what is
Also
the
got-
the
Okay,
thing behind it?
what do you mean behind it? Oh, this?
Yeah, what is
Okay,
it for? What do you
Okay,
use it
in
for? What?
most cities, doesn't even all around the world, you'll see on the outside of most buildings a little spigot with no handle,
A tap?
a tap. Yep, and
Yep.
this will open said tap.
Yep, a lot of people actually do call those water keys as well, or fireman keys is what I've heard them called it as well.
And it
Yeah,
also it makes a
fireman keys are
really
good,
good protective device too when you put them in between your fingers, just so in the right way.
I forgot what all I had in this
You
thing.
punch people with them.
There you go, Colin.
Yeah.
What
I
is
forgot
that?
I had this in here too.
This is a shim.
Oh, for
door
getting
jam.
close.
Oh, you got a door shim too?
Yeah,
Nice.
dude, this is the other part of my life, the questionable part of my life. I've got
I don't
I-
have
I-
an inch bag, folks. I just have the one. I want to make one for Jenny, but she can't carry a full size bag like I do. So I want to get her a haversack for something she can carry because she already carries a purse, but I want something purse like that she can be used to, but not overly heavy for her to carry
That's a good idea.
because she carries shoulder bags, not just your ordinary shoulder bags. One of the bags was actually called the bag of holding. So.
and if you wear contacts, make sure to put some spare contacts and spare glasses in your go bag.
Also, make sure
If
you
you
have
have
laptops too.
I don't wear contacts, but I do have glasses.
Here, Jason, you want a random one? I have just for shits and giggles. I have a random mason nail in my bag just for whatever purposes. I just have
That's
it in
awesome.
there.
Ooh, you can probably do so much with that too. That's the best part.
Oh yeah, you find anywhere there's a hole pounded in there, and you got yourself something to hang off of if you need like a ridge line on a weird corner.
Yeah,
I could probably pick them up with that.
my bag right now, folks, weighs about 45 pounds, if not more. And that's just what I got after taking stuff out of it. But I also have because of the weather, I also have an extra jacket and my stocking cap in there too.
Wow, Lori.
But I do carry a tarp. It doesn't have to be fancy, folks. You can just get yourself a simple tarp from Walmart.
Yeah, those ones aren't bad. They're a little narrow for my taste, but they're long enough to keep me dry if I do it the other way.
And this is what I keep my fuel in for my little alcohol stove. I got denatured alcohol in here, and it holds 18 fluid ounces or 50 milliliters, which is it'll last you a long time with a little Trangia.
Oh yeah.
Or if you have a penny stove or anything like that. Didn't you make a penny stove once or something? Yeah, he's got a little penny stove he made.
I got about 4 of these. I've actually given these. I made a bunch of these for my cousins one year.
Is there any way we can see a future video on how you made it?
I don't have a video. There's hundreds out there
No,
on
I
how to
understand
make
that.
them.
Could you? That's what I'm asking.
I could, but these things take an incredibly long amount of time to make.
What do you got there? As an extra spare battery?
No.
What is
Is
that?
that a fire
That's a
starting
Wi-Fi. That's a
kit?
receiver.
This is something called a Raspberry Pi Zero.
Okay.
Put that up to a portable battery to power it. And this one is configured so I can remotely connect to it from my phone. And I can use it to do recon of the area.
Wi-Fi receiver or a receiver of some sort.
Wi-Fi and Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I can even do Wi-Fi
Later,
heat.
Jay. Take care.
I can do a lot of questionable stuff with that.
Night, Jeff.
Be careful, brother.
I
And
somehow
just-
think me and AT would get along quite well IRL.
Right. And just so in case anybody's wondering, I don't know what this stuff is, and I don't even know how to use a calculator.
What's a calculator?
Exactly. I don't know
Sorry,
anything.
what's Bluetooth?
That's when you
Bluetooth.
eat too much blue cheese?
That's the color of this tooth back here is broke. It's blue.
Yeah.
Or
Sad
being
stuff.
sad?
I know nothing.
No, I'm asking some people in the chat because Tiny's got a bug out bag and an inch bag. And her bag weighs about as much as mine does.
There's one comment she made about having it for probably around 55 pounds.
Yeah.
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 I mean, thing is, you folks, when you get these bags put together, you've got to practice wearing them.
Mm-hmm.
Not just a walk around the block. I mean, literally take a whole day wearing it and walking.
I would start not a whole day. I would start like a minimum of 2 hours roughly, and then just kind of go from there.
Yeah, but you got to get
Jason
used to
was
wearing it for a
frozen
long
for a
period of time. And
Well-
not just on flat surfaces either, folks. Because you got to learn how it feels while you have to, which remember, if you lose this bag, you lose pretty much everything you need to survive. So
No, like I said, I live in my bug out area.
we understand you do, but not everybody does.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, myself, we can get by where we're at, but we can't, we have places we can go. I know the campgrounds and the woods areas around here quite well.
Yeah, the problem is that's where everybody's going to end up going. Is they're going to be heading for the campgrounds. Then next thing you know, all the resources are going to be gone there.
Would you believe I know where there's a Boy Scout built cabin at a local park?
Well, you're not the only one that knows it's there.
Yeah, but they probably don't know how to get into it.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there or
Yeah.
anything like that. But
Good night, Jeff.
I also know a lot of reenactors in the area, which makes a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff.
So for those people who don't understand, medieval reenactors, Civil War reenactors, or anything like that, they know how to do things without power for long periods of time.
The old school way.
Yep. I mean, and also don't forget the Amish, the Mennonites, and things like that. They do as well.
Oh,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, you really want to test yourself in a grid situation? Turn your power off. Turn your main breaker off on your house for a week, and you will learn after about 3 days what you do and do not need.
Yep.
Well, as long as we know your food's going to go bad after a certain amount of time.
Roughly,
All your perishables.
your freezer will stay frozen for roughly 3 to 4 days because it's going to take a long time for that compartment to de-thaw without power. As long as you don't open it every 5 minutes,
Yeah.
Yep.
you should get about 4 days off of it. Your
You can
refrigerator's
extend
about
that if you
days.
have pre-frozen gallon jugs of water.
I have one of my customers. His whole house burned down, and he had a couple of freezers, and he always kept them full. Guess what survived the fire?
The freezers.
Everything inside those freezers were still ice in them.
Yeah.
What? Okay, what brand of freezers were they? I want to know.
They were deep freezers, chest freezers.
Amanda?
I don't know which ones he had, but
By the way, those are made in Iowa, by the way.
yeah. And he said every one of them, because one of them he just packed full of deer like a week before, and it was all still frozen.
That's
Well, yeah,
good.
well, they're
Because he had-
insulated. You got aluminum on the outside.
Yeah, and not
foam
only
on
that,
the inside.
the thermal mass inside when they're full will hold far, far longer.
Oh yeah, those things seal really well too. Those chest freezers.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's on my list of stuff to get for the house.
And that was in his garage, and he had an F350 that was in there, and it melted the frame. That's how hot it got in there.
Wow.
Yeah,
He showed me the pictures actually last week, and I was like, "Oh man, that's really bad." You know, he lost almost everything.
What's really funny too is when the fire hits the parts on the vehicles that are magnesium, and that stuff goes up like a blowtorch.
Oh yeah, and you don't add water to it because then it just makes it
It
worse.
spreads. It goes everywhere.
Mhm.
Napalm.
Yeah, it's like sticking a frozen turkey in a boiling grease. It just goes. Woof.
Yeah, we're learning to can right now.
Okay. My next stove for everybody. Anybody know what this one is? Those
Yep.
guys. What is it?
That's a wood stove.
Yeah, it's a
Or
wood
you can put
gas
alcohol in it.
stove.
So, yep.
Wood gas stove.
I've got one right behind me. We actually compared ours one night. You remember that?
Yeah.
I've got one of the most expensive ones they have out on the market. And it takes like 6 weeks to get one once you order the damn thing.
Is that a Kelly kettle? Or is it a
He's
solo?
got a Kelly. He's probably got a Kelly.
Is that a solo? What? I
I
can't
know
tell.
it's going to be really hard without my light right in the way.
Yeah,
All I see is the corona of the sun.
yeah, Bush Buddy. Yeah, Bush Buddy.
Yeah, Bush Buddy. Mine is a generic one off of Geek or Wish or something like that. And it's
I got the
just
same
a
one off Amazon.
wood gas stove.
Yeah, you can pretty much get these for like 30 or 40 bucks. They're the solo version, but basically solo ripped off Bush Buddy.
Well, mine ripped off everybody else, so go figure. It still works because the principles are free. You know, without building them, they just made their own version of it.
Yeah, they basically somebody in the company bought one and dismantled it and then basically reverse engineered it. And now, of course, my camera's going to be weird.
That's awesome, Molly.
Mhm.
I am missing the chat because I have it on neither of my versions here. What is going on here?
Yeah, one of the first things we're doing is we're going to be doing the bread mix, so you can make bread. Put all the dry ingredients in there that you need,
Vacuum
all
seal.
pre-measured and vacuum sealed. Yeah, into
That's
the
a good
mason jars.
idea. Hey, hon, did you hear what Jason said? He's making a preset bread mix that you put in a vacuum sealer bag.
And put it in your mason jars.
You put it in mason jars, then you just add your liquids to make it, and
I would just leave them flat packed and just stack them in like a 5-gallon or 3-gallon bucket.
You can do that too.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna pre-measure, put it in the on the shelf, and just seal it.
This is my favorite Black & Decker tool, guys. Now that I found out about it,
Like folding saw.
my
Yeah,
folding saw.
one moving part.
That's not much. I paid $5 for it,
Yeah.
and it works.
I just got ash.
That's the thing,
all
though.
over.
It's not the price that matters on things. If it works and it works good, it doesn't matter how much it costs.
I paid $5 at a Dollar General.
Oh yeah. You can do it with a pancake mix, anything that's a bread mix to have everything pre-measured into a jar.
Oh, Jiffy cornbread mix is a good one.
Yeah.
What did that say,
Oh.
Jason?
Oh, it said
This-
that's a good
this
idea
is-
from Meow.
Tom Shoe is the name of this one. It's just like Colin's. Very
Yeah.
similar, different name brand.
What's your top part look like?
This actually has a couple of different options for the top as well. Because you've got it actually comes with a little grill and it's a handle there too, so you can actually use it and take it off.
I don't have that. I wish I did. I don't have that.
It also comes
Little medallion
Hot damn.
steaks.
Yeah, I don't
comes
have
with
those.
hot
either.
forks. And then you've got your dish for doing alcohol with, or you can actually just sit your Trangia in there.
That's what I usually do.
And then here's the actual top bit that you would
Yep.
flip over.
Similar to the Bush Buddy, but that one's a solid. Oh yeah, it's got the feeder port.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
here's mine.
I have a for me I have unlimited supply of firewood.
And I think this one was like $15-20 on Amazon.
I paid 15 for mine, and it wasn't on Amazon. Mine was on Wish. But that's how big
A
it
little
is.
strong there, Cliff.
Yeah, just a little. I got to the bottom. It was just a little
Woo.
little stingy.
Little spicy.
Yeah, just a smidge, just a little spicy.
Now, there's what other foods people could think we could like flat pack or vacuum seal that would be good for emergencies?
Beans and rice and salt and sugar.
Dehydrated pasta.
Dehydrated potatoes.
Yeah, you can jar that.
I can only do certain foods, so I have to ignore anything that says nuts. Just let you know. And due to personal preference, I don't eat rice.
So
And
that's
there's-
an unfortunately in a
reason-
survival situation. Due to
There's
the
a reason
fact
for it, folks.
that's so easy and lightweight to make, and it makes almost twice the volume of what the dry weight is.
Oh yeah, we got white rice, we got brown rice. I want to get a
The fact
big
is,
bucket full
I
of
grew up
wild
on
rice.
eating
I
nothing
got
but
25
rice.
pounds of rice sitting up there in individual bags.
Oh no, we got them in food grade buckets.
So I'm gonna be in the Southern boy in here. I'm definitely gonna call out grits.
Grits, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
One thing
I like
one thing,
oatmeal though.
one thing to mention is y'all were talking about the Jiffy cornbread mix.
I did, yeah.
You can use that same stuff and cook it as if it were grits.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's basically that's all it is. It's going to be sweeter than most grits because the cornbread mix already has sugar in it.
Mhm.
And when I go backpacking, I actually like to do so for basically a third of my mix. I'll do 1/3 of the Jiffy cornbread mix, and the other 2/3 will be grits or polenta, whatever I've got, and mix it. It kind of gives you a little bit more of a creaminess to your grits and helps you kind of bring it together a little bit. It works. So it's a great little trick. If you like
Yeah.
grits, especially if you want something a little bit creamier, mix that. And if you're going out and about, take like a sharp cheese with you, that'll help cut some of that sugar as well.
I can throw a little butter in there
Can you
too.
do me a favor, AT?
Say what?
Write some of that stuff down for me.
Yeah.
I'm really interested. Because that's new. Personally, I'm a big fan of. Please forgive me. Cereal bars. When I say that, I'm not talking about the granola bars or anything like that. I'm talking about like the Fruit Loop bars, the Cheerio bars, and things like that. They have a lot of the vitamins and stuff you need. Is it got a lot of sugar in it? Yes, but when you're backpacking, you need a lot of sugar.
Pop Tarts.
What was that?
Pop Tarts.
I like Pop Tarts, but only certain ones. I'm not a fan of anything with cinnamon on it.
And also don't forget, always have saw and clippers.
I've
I
got
got
a
my
saw
saw right here.
I just showed you my saw.
This
You
is one of
see
them.
my
This is
saw.
Whiskers, but
What kind of saw you
I
have?
have a
AT?
Smith saw in my bag.
What's your saw? Saw preference.
Still.
Jason hasn't said anything.
Yeah, I said still.
Wrong, Jason.
Oh, me.
Yeah, you.
I showed you my saw a couple weeks ago. I showed you both of them.
Yeah, I know, but this is your favorite. What's your favorite one? This is my favorite right now.
It depends on if I don't need something small, then I'm gonna go with my Corona.
It's a good one.
Yep. But if I need something smaller, I'm gonna go with that one that I got from Creek. That's about, I think it's a little bit smaller, about the same size as that Black and Decker that you have.
Well, this thing is actually fairly heavy for what it is. But then again, it was not made to be backpacker friendly.
This is my small one.
Saw.
This is my small one.
We know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Corona.
Okay,
Premium.
I'm feeling rather left out in this whole conversation today. And seriously, if the world went to crap, I'd
We
be
would-
freaking dead.
We would
See
have
you
your
later.
back, Andy. We would have your back.
You'd be with JV, so you'd be all right.
Yeah, but
But you got to
No,
get there.
exactly. I have no clue what half of the stuff you was talking about. I feel very left out. I'm going to hop down off the panel because this doesn't involve me.
Yeah,
it
it
does.
will. We're not
You'll
there
learn.
yet. We're just working our way around.
Hey,
I'm-
let me go get the nice big one. I'll be right back.
Okay, Mandy. Is there anything that you would like to have that JB doesn't got for you yet that you know of?
I don't know. I don't know what I do and don't need. He's
Um,
got me the basic stuff. We went
need a
through
kettle.
it, but
Just for your coffee, correct?
yeah.
We can get you that. I can do. Oh man, I can do a whole video about doing search for a kettle for you. That would be so cool.
I think he's got. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, like I said, I've got a kettle that I use. But is it? But I also have coffee pots. There's the kettle like Cliff's got, but I think she would go really well with that. What's that one?
I have a kettle.
What's that other kettle? The one that you cook hot water in. You boil it inside the kettle.
I have the Kelty, but
The Kelty kettle.
Where is
That would
it?
be perfect
Hold
for
up.
her.
I've got pictures. Hold up.
I don't
The
know where
Kelty-
my Kelty kettle's at. I don't know if that was one of the ones that was jacked out of my car.
Oh,
on my
she's still
fucking
here.
phone, or
Awesome.
if I have it under my bed.
Yeah.
All right.
Immediate links. Right. I'm gonna see what I've
I've
got.
also
I've
got
got
a
a
good zebra
backpack.
pot.
I have a backpack. I have a bedroll.
Okay.
I have a water bottle. I have
Good.
a comfy pillow because it has to
Okay.
be comfy.
Nothing wrong with that.
I have a tarp.
Good.
I have an axe. I have a saw.
Hmm? We were talking saws. You got one, so you could have been in on that conversation.
I think I have a saw. I have a saw.
Do you have a way to heat up your water for coffee or food?
What do you mean?
Do you have a
Stove.
stove of any kind?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You have
There is
a-
a trick. There is a tent stake trick you can use for making a really quick and dirty stand for cooking over using tent stakes.
Mhm.
Preferably steel or not, steel over aluminum, but aluminum will work in a pinch. Taking 4 tent stakes and put them in the ground in a square configuration. Then you could put sticks and make a little fire over them, and then you can put your pot or whatever you're cooking on top of the stakes.
Mhm.
That would make a quick and dirty cook place, a little stove for you to cook on, to heat up water, cook your food, what have you.
Get the titanium sticks if you're going to do that, because the aluminum ones.
Well, I said
they
steel
tend
would
to
be
melt.
preferable, but I didn't think, and titaniums are a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, but they're not. They won't have a tendency to, when they get hot, to melt. And the steel ones are going to be a lot heavier.
I can get her to steel ones, not an issue, because I'm replacing.
Honestly,
the
you
sticks
could
I
just
have.
go to a hardware store and buy like 8-inch nails.
10 penny
They're usually
nails
like
would be perfect.
$1
Yeah,
a piece.
9-inch nails.
9-inch nails.
literally 9-inch nails. A fire
Alright.
starter could be pretty much anything. I mean, lighters are everywhere.
Now, if anybody's gonna get yeah, go ahead.
Who's next? Okay. AT, yes, you. I think
AT can go.
you're first.
I was just being foolish. I was making a 9-inch nails reference.
Nothing wrong with a 9-inch nail.
So was I.
I simply said, I am a pretty little hate machine.
Yes, you are.
Right,
Alrighty.
Colin, I'm sending you photos.
Cool.
Yeah. If anybody's going to purchase a saw, this is probably the one you should probably want to purchase. This is from Still. It's a little on the pricey side, but this is one of the components.
I think I already
Molly's
have
the-
It comes with a scabbard.
Good one.
You can use the holster to go into the into a pole saw, which would be like the PP 700 or the PP 800 model, which is it'll extend up to 18 feet up into it above you, and this goes on that. Yeah. So.
Oh, Mandy, good kit.
Yeah.
I'm really jealous about your axe, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see the photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like what you have
So,
there. Really good.
On this one here, these are sharp here, so you can actually take smaller 1-inch branches, and you can literally just force it and cut it with that, and then you can pull it out of a tree. These are extremely sharp. That's why I'm not putting my hand anywhere near it. These will.
It kind of looks like a
cut
log
you bad.
roller.
Well, it is, but then you got the hook on the other end too, as well.
Like I
I
said,
forget
And
what
it is
brand
sharp
it
as
was.
well.
I like Molly's comment. She says, I have a Jason.
Yeah.
Well, I have a JV, but the simple
Yeah.
fact is I ain't there. So
But yeah, like I said,
I
it comes with a
nothing at the
scabbard.
moment.
It goes on top of a pole pruner, which you can also double as a walking stick.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, I'm curious because, Colin, you said you were jealous of her axe. What axe does she have?
Give me a second. I actually will show you.
Yeah, and Colin, when you get a chance, go ahead and pull up the Still PP 800 pole saw.
Okay, hold on. I'm actually showing everybody the
Yeah.
axe that Mandy has, and it's
Yeah.
actually a really, really good one. It's a Snow and Neely Hudson Bay axe.
Hmm.
Yeah, Hudson Bay makes really good axes. That's a
I'd go with
nice.
an East Wing personally, but those axes are wicked heavy.
They are.
And she's got a really nice, decent kit. It's got a little bit of everything. So it's got the steel plates, it's got the spoons, it's got the
Coffee
Yeah,
pot,
yeah.
the skillet, and the
plate.
looks like a 2 or 3 quart pot.
Yeah. So that's a very well-rounded little kit. Now, just be careful with the plastic parts that are on the lid handles as well as the handles, grip handles. They can melt if the fire gets too hot. So you guys got to be careful with those. But the kit themselves, they're anodized aluminum. They should last you a while if you take care of them.
No.
That's good kit, Mandy. Mandy, I really like it. I'm really jealous of the axe, though. She has another axe that she has a folding handsaw.
Yeah.
I guess I can't see who made it though. It's from
Was it
Amazon, but she sent me pictures. Really nice as well.
Yeah, Colin, if you can, go ahead and pull up the Still the PP 800 pole saw.
Okay, PPB 8 pole saw.
Yeah, PP 800
HL.
from Still.
I got it.
Yeah,
That is something you usually see on Mortal Kombat.
Nice, Mandy.
yeah, nice.
Mortal Kombat!
Yeah. So if you show that to people on the folks, this is the larger one. I
Okay,
have the larger one, and that's that one. They actually make smaller ones.
okay. I'm seeing that's the
Amanda's
pole.
got a nice folding
The
saw.
axe part. Give me
Yeah.
a second.
Thank you, Cliff.
Ooh.
Yes, it is very nice, Mandy.
Thank you, J2.
Okay, okay, here's the saw that you were presenting. The actual
The pole part.
that's
Yeah.
there's the saw.
Yes.
thing,
Mhm.
and the pole one is this one here. You can't really see it very well, folks.
Yeah.
It's really hard to see.
Yeah,
But-
that extends 18 feet.
Yeah, right here. So,
hmm They do make a smaller one. It's telescopic, so you can use it as a tool, a walking stick, and also a protective item. I
and
have,
you need it for a pole, pruner, lopper.
I do have that part as well. So
And don't forget the sharpening file for said saw.
but yeah, it's a nice kit. It's a little on the pricey side, but man, it saves me so much time.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable than
I
buying anything from any of the big box stores.
Yeah, Mandy, your kit, by the way, really
Well, thank you, Meow.
comprehensive for what you have, and that could actually go a long way. The only thing you need is something that I think it was Meow that mentioned having something to start fires with.
Well, I want a fire starter thing off of you, so that's going in there. I know JV has plenty of ferro rods.
We have it in your box. We have a box for Mandy.
And there will be
treasure chest.
a first aid kit, and that's my pillow. I love my pillow.
Oh, it's good. It's a good pillow.
Oh,
I've got
nice.
a nice backpacking pillow.
Those are good ones. I've got one.
Mine's pink.
Mine's not
That's
pink.
my
Mine's
backpack.
pink. It'll work. But I don't have that in my regular day bag. That's in my backpack for, well, I'd probably end up doing, if my son's with me, he'll get this one. I'll take my regular backpacking backpack and fill that up with heavier items.
Hey, Cliff.
Heathcliff?
Nice. Yeah. Hey, Cliff. This is also a good self-defense weapon too when it's on that pole.
Oh yeah, whack the smack out of somebody.
So, Meow, what kind of stuff do you have available? I know that, give me back in tracking a little bit, that Tiny's got some good gear, which I'd love to hear more about hers, to be honest. But, do you have anything? And by the way, I use a Ascend 4400 backpack from Bass Pro as my backpacking backpack. So I'm not sure what everybody else uses to carry their gear in, except you saw Cliff's, a little glimpse of Cliff's. And that's a really compact one.
That's just my cycling bag. So
Like
if
I
I
said,
have to have, if my
compact.
car ever breaks down and I have to bike somewhere, I have that as an emergency. Unfortunately, I don't have a small tarp in there, but that's what the emergency blanket is for. If I have to, I can just use that as a makeshift A-frame or even a lean-to style. That's why I have the tent stakes in there.
That's why, I can make stakes with mine.
I can
Not a
too,
big-
but
I also have a 100-foot hank of paracord.
I got like 200 feet in that bag just because I don't want to run out, just in case there's a serious emergency.
Give me a second here. Gotta figure out which pouch I have it in. Oh, here it is. I've got this much.
Yeah, I've got like 2 or 3 smaller 100-foot rolls in there.
This one's the big one.
55.
But this right here will last me for a long, long time, as well as the severed inner strands that you could use for making other things. So you can take this thing times 8, and that's how many feet, whatever the overall length was. That's including the outer shell. And a good knife is also, Mandy, you're going to make sure you have a good knife as well. I know you have a knife. You used to have a decent knife collection. I don't know what you have left that you can carry.
I have no knives left.
Not even a personal carry, everyday carry?
Nope.
Dang.
No, my ex said it wasn't girly, and I had to get rid of them all. Thousands
We're
and
girly
thousands
enough
worth.
for us. We don't care.
A simple box cutter will do just fine, believe it or not.
I know JV's got me a couple of knives already.
I know
And he's
got his
more
new
than
one that
happy.
He's designing too.
Hey?
He's got the new one he's designing as well. But he asked me to comment on it, and I said I can't really comment on something I haven't handled. So I can't really give you a good comment about a knife I can't feel.
Get the, what is it, the Tarava Scrama, that like $60 beater bushcraft knife that's like darn near impossible to break.
Nah, I still like my Mora. Or if you really want a really cheap one, my $2 knockoff fishing knife that looks like a Mora.
I do
Oh,
have
yeah.
that one.
That's not a bad one. Scales, doesn't matter what color the scales are, as long as the blade works. Scales can be changed out interchangeably.
You know, I'll tell you what.
Not on most of those. Most of those are going to come with pre-colored scales.
No,
Hey,
no,
guys.
the scales need replaced.
It's going to stay pink.
What, Jason?
A good budget survival knife, go to Harbor Freight because it's
Yep.
better than nothing.
Hey, the $2 fishing knife from Walmart
Hmm.
is a budget knife.
They
Yeah,
sell those at Harbor Freight too.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's not always a Harbor Freight in the area where you're at, but there's always
True.
going to be a Walmart.
Hey.
I think Harbor Freight honestly is a southern thing.
no,
No.
Southern California
They're-
originated
they're
from
more-
Carmela, California.
They're here
I-
in Iowa.
Yeah, I grew up at store number 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I have like 3 or 4 of them in this state, but
Yeah.
most of them are. I was super happy when they opened one less than like 5 miles from my house.
And by the
I-
way,
I
now
remember.
a
Go ahead.
backpack off of Amazon.
I remember when everything came in a white box with numbers on it.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay. Meow's asking about saying we got like the backpack that I was showing and things like that. Besides your bicycle bag, Cliff, what's your next go bag size that you carry?
Haversack.
You have a preference for the haversack. That's the one-
The haversack that I
right?
had was the one from
Hidden
Hidden
Woodsman?
Woodsman. It's a limited edition one, unfortunately, but it was the Boba Fett edition. But what I have in that one is I have a neck knife, 2 or 3 hanks of paracord. I think they're about 30 or 40 feet long, so I have about 100 feet, give or take, in that one.
Right.
I have to replenish one of my items because I had to use it for the back of a vehicle of a coworker whose back window blew out.
Right.
So I used my emergency shelter to fix their window. So I have to go back and put another like 7 mil trash bag liner in the pocket.
They do make clear crash bag in that size.
I'd rather have the black trash bags because
The
if
silver ones
there's ever a situation, I'd rather have the solar function for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
heating.
Clear. I also have, what else do I have in there? I've got medicine. I've usually got Tylenol and Benadryl in there.
Oh,
I
by
have
the way,
eye drops, a roll of Gorilla 1.5 inch Gorilla tape.
when was the last time you actually looked at those?
I've also got a bag of CeeLo Clot in there too.
Neff, when's the last time you checked those out?
The medicine, the expiration date on them.
Oh, those things probably expired ages ago, but they still technically work.
Uh,
They can
No, they
turn
don't.
bad.
Jenny was a med aid in the Air Force, in a civilian job. She used to have a civilian job as a med aid. You do not.
They will turn toxic on you.
Well, I know the Tylenol still works because I bought that one like a year or 2 ago. So those usually have about a 2 or 3 year shelf life.
Yeah, but if they're in a vehicle that's been warm or anything like that, they will break down.
Breakdown.
It'll be fine. Just rub some coffee on it.
Right, rub some
I
dirt on
know
it.
you, AT. You know that you're getting to be one of my top 5 people. Jenny's number 1. Jenny and Ian are number 1. Actually, I want to do top 6. We go top 6. The top 10 is really big. I got a lot of people on the top 10. Oh, Jenny loves your answers, AT. Yeah, 2 thumbs up, love. And
Thank
for
you,
those people who didn't know, Jenny's birthday was yesterday. That's my wife. She's usually a quiet peanut gallery, but now today she's pretty vocal about it.
Oh, Molly wants to know where she is on that top 10 list.
See, I consider you and Jason as one. Because one would not go without the other.
We're like peas and carrots.
Peas in a pod.
No, peas and carrots.
Actually,
One would
if
go
you're technically
without the other,
gardening wise,
depending on
wouldn't
the
that be peas
situation.
and corn?
Peanut butter and jelly.
I don't remember eating no corn.
Ham and cheese.
Most people don't. Jenny can't eat it, but unfortunately.
It still really sucks. None of you guys are anywhere close to me. This one over here basically might as well be in the middle of the ocean.
She
This guy
is.
here is like a 14-hour drive even from my house.
Same here.
I don't know where Colin's like 16 hours.
Not my fault. I am technically in the center of the country here, folks.
And I don't know where all terrain is at. I forget, but yeah, he's probably
East
like
Coast.
a 12 to 14-hour drive too.
No, keep going.
I'm the furthest away. I'm in North Carolina.
Well,
You're
in
just a
northern
stone
Canada.
throw away past Appalachia. That's all I'm going to say. But your thing is, you're family now. You're stuck with us. You can't get rid of us. You're part of the clan.
Woo woo.
You're now part of Clan Kincaid, whether you like it or not. Hey, hon. Some people here are saying happy birthday. Would you please make an appearance? Give me a second, folks.
Thank you.
Yay!
Nah,
There she is. There's the birthday girl.
Birthday girl's going to bed. I'm tired.
Good night, Jenny.
And I
Jenny.
got to go tuck her in.
All right.
So I'll be right back, folks.
I miss you already.
My ritual for the night. I usually tuck my wife in.
I'm checking out this little. Well, that's $200 for that? No way.
Oh, where can we get the cheap and expensive gear besides thrift stores like I do? Could we talk about that?
Walmart. But I wouldn't exactly necessarily trust half their camping gear.
Ozark Trail.
Ozark Trail is a subsidiary of Walmart.
Yep.
Yes, it is. It's the Walmart brand.
I would not trust anything from Ozark Trail, tent-wise. Those things leak like no other. Proven fact. This isn't just, I'm just pulling this out of my butt. It's proven fact that most of the tents from Ozark Trail will leak in a
There's summer
rain
tents.
situation.
There's a summer tent.
Yeah, their tents are more like 1.5 to 2 seasons. They're not even 3-season tents. They claim they're 3-season tents, but they're not.
Most of those tents are designed for your backyard during the summer.
No, it's a privacy screen is all as it is.
Yeah, it's for those Boy Scout trips for the parents to be able to buy their kids something just to be able to send them out into the woods because, number one, the kids usually don't care that much. The parents don't care that much. They don't want to put a lot of money into it because they don't know the kids are going to stay in Boy Scouts for more than, 2 trips or whatever. So, yeah, that's what those tents are good for.
Oh, I went for a couple of years.
But if you're gonna use Walmart to get something like that, then just go for their tarps. Don't even get the Ozark Trail tents. Get you the tarps. Get you the tarps. Buy you some no-see-em mesh. You're good to go.
Make your own.
Yep. Just drape the mesh over before you go to bed and call it a night.
Now, there are some things from Ozark Trail that I will say are actually pretty choice. They do actually make some decent flashlights.
They're
The fishing lures.
Stainless steel cups.
yeah,
The
they're
fishing
they're
lures are
little
little.
bottle cups. These are pretty good. This is the Ozark Trail version right here. And GSI, who's an outdoor company, they make one that's just like this.
Yep.
And I mean, this is identical to theirs. And what I did was, this is the infamous Stanley
Stanley
two
cup
cup,
set.
and I just put an old cup cozy I had at the bottom, and it
Like
fits
those-
right in there and stays in place.
Oh man, my koozie doesn't fit.
What's going on? What'd I miss?
Cliff was down in the Ozark Trail, and I was helping him. Except for we were talking about their stainless cup. It's
Oh.
pretty deep.
I got one of those.
Yeah, I've got a couple of flashlights from OZT, but other than that, like most of the other stuff I have, I don't buy anything else because I've seen far too many reviews from not promote. I'm kind of promoting, but not
Me too.
promoting. But the outdoor gear review from Luke, he does a lot of Ozark Trail stuff, and he does
There you go.
not like Ozark Trail at all.
Ozark Trail
That's
does
one-
do a really good cup. I will say
They do.
this. They
That's
do
the
really
only
good-
thing. It's their cups and the flashlights because I have a flashlight, which, depending on your Walmart location, will or will not sell this.
Yeah. What kind of koozie you got there,
A
Jason?
little flashlight. And this thing it's actually pretty bright for a little flashlight.
Can you make out what that
Oh.
says, Jason?
Hardee's.
Yeah, Marty's.
Hardee's.
Hardee's.
Oh, Hardee's.
Like Carl's Jr.
Carl's
This is
Jr.,
an old koozie, but it's just one of the thin ones that I took some time and stretched it.
So
Oh,
the little neoprene ones.
So the cool thing about these two, if you ever use this, the bottom here, you
Mhm.
can use this to store other things in. You could put like a Brillo pad or a little Scotch-Brite scrub pad. You can cut the shape and just stick it right under there, and you can pull it in and out. The cool thing about the koozie too is not only does it keep the stainless cup in place, but if you're actually cooking over a wood fire, then you're going to protect your cup from getting soot on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay.
You cover that
with my MSR kit, just to let you know, is one of these.
Yeah.
This will
I
save
miss
your
those.
hands so much. But also in this kit, you cut down a little Scotch-Brite
Yep.
sponge.
I had one of those in my camping kit before that got jacked out of my truck.
The thing is, you can get them at Dollar General, Dollar Tree.
You have one of those in there too?
Yeah, little baby cat.
this is my koozie. It's not a multitasker. Like yours is.
There's also,
This thing too,
there's
like
also
a big mouth Billy Bass.
one of the green Stanley cups is in there too.
Oh, really?
Now Stanley does have a decent little kit for those people who are on a budget.
And
Yeah,
this
thermoses.
that's what AT's showing right now.
Yeah, I've seen some really good Stanley setups, including one that they made their own little bale for it. Yeah,
I
and
replaced-
replacing the plastic
replaced it with
clip,
an S
the
binder?
necessity
Nice.
as well.
Yep, that's what I did. I replaced that tab with a
Because it
little
melts.
night owl carabiner.
It will melt if you don't.
No, it's
replace
not.
it.
You replaced it with the aluminum one or the steel one,
Yeah,
not the plastic ones, because they make like 3 different versions of those.
the big
And
one is. I mean, they're all generally light, ish. You just got to remember you can pack stuff in it and around it, and yeah,
And see, now I can hang this on a tripod.
right, and it locks in, so that's really nice.
Yep.
So I'd have to actually make a bell. I went with this option.
Do you have a little length of chain?
Paracord.
Well,
No,
no,
I've,
it would work, but a length of the chain doesn't weigh much.
I don't have chain. I've got some Kevlar cord and I've got some bank line.
Those would work, but you have to be careful with bank line because it's tarred, because it could catch flame really easily.
Yeah.
Just go
But
down to
that's
your local Lowe's or Home Depot, and you can actually buy thin links of chain, pretty inexpensive by the
Yeah.
foot.
Because you know that stuff won't burn.
Yeah.
That's the biggest issue. And
Well,
you
the
can
other
use
stuff's not going to burn either if you don't have it directly in the fire. You're
No,
just
also,
heating
you
the
can
bottom of
use
the
it-
cup.
the cup.
I'm going to set it on fire. I'm going to set everything on fire.
Yeah. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on. Beans. Yeah, we're always going to get different ideas, and I want to share as much as we can because there's people out there who know more than us, who know less than us. And
I know nothing.
we all have our skill sets that I love some of your ideas, AT, especially with the bidet thing for cleaning. You might want to tell them about it. You told me about it, but there's some people in here who's never heard of that.
Well, I do have a video on my channel about it, but I've also got it right here.
Would you want to put the link to that video in my chat? You can do so.
Yeah, actually, let me pull that up.
Well, for a minute, I thought I was
And
going
if you
to
want to
do
list
the.
your channels on the guys, if you want to list your channels in, please do so.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And I am
I
going
do.
to do something for Meow here because Meow has been pretty cool. Meow
Is
is
it-
now a moderator
How long has Mel been here?
about 4 or 5 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've been around a little bit.
And really good ideas. And J&J as well.
Yeah.
Let's see who-
Dangerous good person.
Yeah, JJ's been here for a while.
Yeah. So I think we're all now moderators.
And Tiny, that's basically what this is, except for this particular one. The slit, instead of having holes in the top, They put a slit in the sod. You can see that right there. And it gives you a really nice, like a spray stream when you're doing it. But of course, I don't use this for what you would regularly use a bidet for. I use it to clean my coffee gear, but it's also really good for doing pots and stuff with.
And you also make sure you get them in multiple colors so you can tell them apart.
Yes. If you're going to use it for its intended purposes and also use one for cleaning gear, get different colors.
Oh, also mark your bottles too. Bottles as well, because you don't want to mix your bottles either.
Trust me, backsplash is the thing.
Yeah, the E. coli will mess you up really bad.
Among other things.
Yeah, no poop water.
I'm gonna head down.
Alrighty.
Head down. I'm gonna head off.
Bye,
Thank
Mandy.
you.
Bye, Mandy. Have a good day.
Love you.
I missed you already.
See you all later.
Have fun.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, remember, it's the beginning of the day for her.
Yep. Her job is going away, unfortunately. They're selling the house that she used to work at.
Yeah, the B&B. Yeah.
Yeah. So but I'm not sure if they're selling it as a house or are they going to another B&B. You don't know.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I hope it's gonna be. I hope they continue to be a B&B, and then she can continue
Keep working.
working.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'd be cool. Oh, also, I was just looking down at my archery kit. Broadheads are a good emergency knife if necessary for those situations that come up. They're not as good as an X-Acto knives, but they're pretty close.
Yeah, I'd say they on par with an X-Acto knife. Those edges are.
I mean, X-Acto knife has
sharp.
better handles, is what I was basically referring to, because the
Yeah.
lack of a proper handle. But because an arrow doesn't really, you can't really do a lot with an arrow sticking way out and all that crap. But we using the gear that you have for other than intended purposes, like this right here is my string I use for making serving material for bows. Serving's where you attach your arrow to when you're shooting it. It's also what I am holding on to my necklace with. I made my necklace out of it because it doesn't deteriorate very fast. It's better than most cordage because it doesn't rot.
I'd say the only thing that would be on par with that would be like Kevlar.
I'm not sure if it's Kevlar or if this is like a nylon style.
It's probably nylon if it's a sewing style thread. It's a nylon.
Yeah, you can
version,
still get
but-
silk too, by the way.
Use it for an emergency suture or whatever you want. But it would not be a permanent solution. It would be an emergency situation. But also make sure when you do carry a needle with you, folks. Because a sewing needle of some kind, a leather needle, size whatever it is, huge,
And fishing line too.
yeah, because you can use it for anything. But military purposes, super glue does wonders, folks.
Mm-hmm.
It was
For superficial cuts.
It was invented by the military for this purpose.
Ooh, I'm going to fix it.
Wounds.
It's one of the reasons why I have this in here, which is a needle kit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have this, which is about 15 feet of Kevlar cord. I also have a bathroom key that I've had for years, just sits in there, so I can literally walk into a restaurant and just take bathroom stuff.
Okay, Cliff, please explain to me what this thing is again, because I don't have the instructions.
That is a cordage maker. Do you have all the parts for it still?
This is all I've got. It's all you gave me.
No, I gave you a whole kit. Everything should have come with a base plate and a plastic bag full of little parts.
No, I didn't get the plastic bag full of parts.
Yeah, I sent everything with everything.
I thought you showed us the other parts to it one time, Colin.
If it is, I probably misplaced it. I'm screwed.
Cliff,
And the
that's
other
the
thing
one
I have is this.
out of a plastic bottle, right?
It's probably in here somewhere.
Yeah, you showed it. You had it out like in the past month.
Give me a second. There's
Was this
there's
one?
secrecy kits, blanket pin, jute twine. That's not in that bag. By the way, this is my $3 kit that I made. Put all my stuff in. I got it out at a place called Stuffs. Like,
Well, nobody
matches.
heard that.
Huh?
Never mind.
I
Yeah,
love
next
you.
time everybody's at the grocery store.
Oh, is this one, Cliff?
No, that's the cord keeper.
Okay.
Yeah, every time
Um,
somebody goes to a grocery store, pick up like matches or a lighter or something like that, inexpensive,
So I got a whole.
and then they can put them in a bag. Just that simple. Yes,
I got tons of matches sitting right
exactly.
next
I'm still going.
I got lighters everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I got
these
matches
work
too.
wonders, folks. If you know how to use them properly. Give me a second.
With iodine tablets.
to me. Oh, shit.
This is the Coleman water purification tablets, and the
Oh yeah,
they come in handy.
in a pinch.
They're not a long term situation. They're just a short term. Oh crap! I am not seeing it, Cliff. Though I'm not done yet. I'm still looking through my bag.
Cliff, he still got it. 'Cause if it's what I'm thinking that you're talking about, he literally pulled it out in a live like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I sent him all the stuff. It would have come with that. It literally would have come in one of these little containers with all of or like a little Ziploc bag.
But I think
Would have
mine
had all
fell
the parts
apart.
in it.
Because it's from Grim Workshop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he had it on the live.
that's not my bag. I don't know where it went to. But then again, I'm kind of disorganized right now. I'll put everything back in here, and hopefully I can find it. I'm a little ditzy
Good
at the
Lord,
moment.
man, this thing is like have to destroy the bag this thing is in just to get it out.
It might be in my wallet. I don't know.
Jeff is back.
Hey,
Welcome
Jeff,
back.
welcome back.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, my little lighter does have a zip tie on it, Lori. If you take a look, real close look, you can see the little. See if I can show it to you. You can see the little white line right there. That's the zip tie. Not that it needs to be in the bag, mind you.
Yeah, like I said, I still have little butane torches all over the place, and I got a butane refillable tank, so those are always nice to have.
I also have. Give me a second here. Let me get this.
Little tiny pocket knife.
Yeah, those are cool.
Okay. Some artificial sinew and a needle, as well as extra flint for my striker.
Okay, next
And,
question is, do you have a pair of forceps?
Yes.
Not
I'm
everybody.
a
Yeah,
medic. Why wouldn't I have them?
I'm a fisherman. Why wouldn't I have one?
I've got multiple pairs actually.
I actually have it set right
It
here.
depends on what situation, because you need one for different sizes for different reasons.
Yeah, but like I said, for suturing a wound, they're real nice to have. So you have a good grip on the needles.
Right.
Oh, that's gonna be
Curved
fun.
needles work better than straight needles, folks. Just saying. Also, Sol waterproof matches. These things are amazing. By the way, folks, these right here,
Oh yeah, the
Mhm.
storm matches.
the storm matches, are just utterly amazing.
And they will burn. They technically don't burn underwater, but they burn underwater.
They do. They maintain underwater. But this is what the Yuko waterproof case and matches. Not that they need to be in a waterproof case. It just helps.
Well,
Not for the
I'll be
matches
right back.
striker plate, because they're not strike anywhere, unfortunately.
I would say waterproof container just to keep the matches from degrading, because that stuff, when it's not lit, will degrade in water.
Yeah.
But that would be the only reason why I would say to keep it in a waterproof container, is just so the matches
It
don't
doesn't
get clogged,
oxidize.
because,
And
yeah, once they're wet, they won't burn, but they will burn once they're lit because of the phosphates
Right.
in the match.
Yeah.
Having something like this also, for those people who do fish,
Mhm.
will understand the reasoning behind this little kit right here.
Oh yeah, everything fits in there really nice.
Only thing that's not in here is cordage. But what do I have a lot of?
Cordage.
Cordage. So, only thing I don't have in here is a flashlight. But I do carry a flashlight with me no matter where I go, thanks to Cliff.
Oh yeah, I ideally carry a flashlight. So
I got the one that Cliff sent me with the stuff with the kit I got.
Dude, I got so many flashlights on. Like, I walk around with 5 flashlights almost daily.
And never overlook the need for Altoids.
oh yeah. Well, like I said, at work I show everybody cool things with the flashlights they can do at home
Oh,
because I
actually,
use it to read the light bulbs at work.
there is something I actually picked up from Harbor Freight once that was totally amazing. It was a solid brass sextant.
Yeah.
And it worked if I knew how to use a dang sextant.
There's somebody right up there that knows how to use one. Right there.
Yeah, I know.
how to use one.
you do,
I've just
They're
I've
not.
done it.
They're not hard to use.
but I mean, I bought it for a friend of mine. She does a lot of pirate stuff at Renaissance Fair, and a sextant was great for her wedding.
What is it, Jason?
It's past 11 o'clock and I'm turning into a pumpkin. Y'all have a wonderful night.
Well, yeah, I guess it is, isn't it?
It is time
Time's up.
to get going. We just totally blew by what time it was. It happens a lot. We just get on a roll.
Well, yeah,
Whether
because it
it's a
wouldn't be the
Tiger
first
roll
time.
or a whatever Hawaiian.
King's Hawaiian.
King Hawaiian bread. Oh yeah.
Chocolate. Okay,
Cool, son.
here you go. Look, Tootsie Rolls. And for those folks who did get out their gear to check it out, make sure you pack it up before you go to bed because you'll end up forgetting something. Be well, brother. I will catch you on the flip side. Hopefully, I will see you Sunday on my archery live.
Yeah.
I will try to do that.
We'll see what happens. Like I said, I've talked about my Sundays before anyway, so we'll see what happens.
And it's going to be in the late afternoon. So
Yeah, they shifted my time on Sundays, so I'm no longer going to be at 5 a.m. So I'll be starting at 8 a.m. I don't know why they did that.
So I'm going to do it later in the afternoon because there's a
Yeah.
lot of people asking me for my archery lives on Sunday.
Yeah.
So I can do that. And we'll work on talking about archery stuff and things like that. Be well, brother. We love you very much. Don't be a stranger. I need to get his phone number.
It's 1-800. Can't find me.
By the way, I was watching Waypoint Survival the other day. And he was doing a really good one on turning 2 wool blankets into a sleep system. Bedroll. It's from a couple years ago that he
I was
did
gonna
it.
say that was like 2 or 3 years ago when he did that one because I watched that same one.
That's a good one, by the way, for those people who don't. As he says, 2 smaller blankets are just as good or better than one big one.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he also was talking about having a really good rubberized poncho too. So that would probably be really good with maybe with a whoopee, possibly.
Yes.
So in conjunction with a whoopee and a poncho and 2 wool blankets, you would be so toasty you'd probably be saying it's too warm.
Depends on the situation, but yeah, I would say just two blankets and whatever else is a liner would be perfect. Because I think he did use a cotton blanket just as a liner because usually just 2 wool blankets is just it's uncomfortable on the skin.
Thing is, you can buy a sleeping bag liner that weighs next to nothing to add to your system that would go really well holding everything together. He uses a lot of brass or bronze safety pins, which I
Yes,
have
he
no
did.
clue where he gets them from because I could never find them. So if anybody has a link on those, that'd be a great one to share.
Probably just buys them from Amazon.
I don't know. I've never seen him on them. He's got some good stoves too. His page just popped up on my homepage. And it's like, that is freaking cool. I got to watch that again. And then I went back and watched his Boy Scout manual stuff. So it was actually pretty good on that too. But it is after 10. I am tired. I got to put my feet up for at least a half an hour before I even think about going to bed.
Yeah.
because my legs are swollen right now. But I'm going to say good night, everybody. Thank you, Meow,
Good night.
and Tiny, and Jeff, and Molly, and South, and Heath, who was in here for a little bit, and Mike, and Drops, and
Timmy,
Timmy, and
Hey.
Ajax was in here for a little bit, I think.
was Ajax in here today?
I
I didn't
think
see him.
I didn't
did?
see him either.
I thought he was. Or just was I seeing things?
I think
He was in last night and the night before.
He was in
Bruno.
yesterday.
Did he move in here? His name is Mike in real life, so just to let you know. I call him Big Mike because he's not a small man. He makes us big guys look tiny. Jeff, of course. Cornfed, Rob, thank you for coming. J&J, Cookie, Nature, always a pleasure. Let's see here. Keep on going. Oh, man, we have a lot of people. Evan was in here for a little bit. Let's see here.
Yeah, it seemed like everybody was in here for a short while, and then they just kind of up and wandered off.
Well, we got on tangents. Frontier, Heath, I think I mentioned him already. South was like one of the first ones right after you, Cliff. But we covered so many topics so quickly, the 2 hours just flew.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, but fun. But I'm landing it in 5, 4, 3. Wait.
Good night, everybody.
Sorry, it's Mrs. Carl from Kincaid Outdoors, Cliff from Foxhead Outdoors, Jason from Pet Center Outdoors. We're out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.